Hey everybody, we are going to do an all signs what to expect for the weekend of June 20th. Please remember roles can be reversed or flip-flop throughout. I do go by elements, fire, earth, air, and then to water, starting each element with the fixed sign, going to cardinal and then mutable. I do focus on the highlighted energy that you could use the most help with, or that would be the most beneficial in knowing about. What else? It's pretty quick. I just pull 3 cards and then I clarify the 3 for the weekend. It's pretty short, so there's that. Oops, I left the banner on. Hang on. What else? I think that's it. I don't have my contacts in because it's hella late. And yeah. Hi, how are you? Yeah. I think that's it. All right, let's get started. I'm going to make this kind of quick tonight. I have coffee, of all the things. Hey, Keeping the Faith. Hi, Lila. Hi, Shannon. All right, let's get started. Okay, Leo. All right, what's going on this weekend? I have my AC cranked right now because I love sleeping in the cold. I don't like to be cold. I like sleeping in the cold. Oh, man. I like it hot, but to be made cold. That sounds ridiculous, but that's, yeah. Leo. Ah, 10 of Swords. They've got the Knight of Swords. This escalated. King of Pentacles. I was not ready. Why the 10 of Swords? Queen of Swords. What? 5 of Wands is in reverse. The Temperance card. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Let me see the Knight of Swords. You worried me for a second there. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what did we just go into here? The 8 of Pentacles is sideways. The King of Cups is in reverse. The Devil. The Lovers. That's funny because I saw this when I was shuffling for this one and the Temperance came out. The King of Pentacles, the Lovers, the 10 of Wands, the Page of Swords. So who's got the other energy? Is this you or them? Hang on. Really? 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Okay. All right. You're showing me that there is something quite painful that you are actually actively healing right now. And I really like this. I do feel like you are somehow, some way still dealing with it, even though I don't feel like it's as present as what this looks like it is, to be honest with you. It does look like something has been cut out here with the Queen of Swords to the 10 of Swords at some point. I don't know how long ago, but it does look like it was cut out here, especially with the 5 of Wands in reverse. This is when the 5 of Wands upright, when it's upright, it's something about inner conflict here. But I do feel like you've gained some type of clarity in realizing whatever this is that you cut out was indeed for the best for your own healing at this time. Anyways, okay. Now here for the other energy, I do feel like this is the energy that was cut out at some point due to the Knight of Swords, and you've got the Queen of Swords. There might have been some emotional unavailability, especially with the King of Cups here in reverse, or even some kind of irrational or quick, possibly quick-tempered here, or I'm getting spontaneity, but not in like a healthy or fun way. It's like I'm hoping not dangerous, but mixed with the devil, it very well could have been. I don't know if that's emotional, you know, quote unquote danger. I'm hoping not physical, but there's something here that seems very unpredictable about this energy. I do feel like they were kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the Eight of Pentacles sideways. Yeah. Now, please keep in mind, I don't know what your context is. This could be about a lover situation or even an unhealthy parent-child dynamic, a sibling, a work relationship. I don't know, okay? So please keep that in mind. I don't know what your context is. If you want a personal, check out the description box. Now, I want to talk about this shared energy before I get into this one. For the King of Pentacles, again, we've got the Lovers, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords. I do feel like, notice that we have the Queen of Swords on your side, the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Oh, you can't see it. Damn it. Hang on. It's so far. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, there we go. The Knight of Swords is here, and then we've got the Page here. So, yeah. Now, I do feel like whoever this energy is somehow watching here. One of you, and I'm not sure which one, or possibly even both of you, because it is in the shared energy here. You could be keeping an eye on each other. I do feel like it's difficult at times because I do feel like you both feel each other energetically speaking. And one, if not both of you, have some kind of option here to focus your energy on another. I almost said host, but that sounds weird. Someone else, okay? I don't know what that means. You're just redirecting your energy elsewhere. It could be another, if this is a romantic thing, another romantic situation. It could be anything. It could be work, hell, I don't know. Now, what's interesting here, because I asked about the third energy here, and this is one that is, again, the Five of Pentacles. So someone feels either the door was shut on the situation, that this is over, like kind of dead and over with. I do feel like it's this energy. It could be yours, especially with the Queen of Wands here, but whatever. But it does look like somebody is very much putting on the facade that they are confident and secure in being on their own. They're actually showing me beneath the surface with the Five of Pentacles that they have a wound or a abandonment issue here with this Five of Pentacles. Usually when someone is showing up like this, if it was just these cards, and say, for example, the Temperance was here and the Devil was in reverse, I would say this is a very confident individual, very healed from their own traumas, yada yada. They're enjoying themselves here, okay? It's kind of like just very self-confident and very secure in who they are. But when it shows up like this, and with this, and this, let me show you. Okay. I try to show you guys so you guys can understand why I interpret the way I do. This is an abandonment wound. So when somebody has this kind of abandonment wound and they're showing me that they're confident and that they'll cut anyone out or, you know, do whatever they need to do in order to kind of maintain their peace, it's showing me that they can't really co-regulate with someone, okay? At this time. Anyways, I'm not saying ever. I'm just saying this weekend. It doesn't look like it. So someone has some kind of issue here with feeling abandoned or some kind of triggers here being brought up to the surface here for some reason. I do feel like it challenges their emotional stability for some reason. Very interesting. I'm curious whose side this is on, because I have no idea. But yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope that made sense. So I try to explain when I can, because, yeah. I have it so cold in here. Like, I love it, but it's so good for you to sleep in the cold. But I'm like, I had to put my cardigan on and everything. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers. All right, Aries. I'm sniffling everything. All right. I am tired. I got a nap today though, so I can't complain. Definitely got a nap. I'm sorry you're tired. Are you able to take a nap? Well, or go to sleep? It's late. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, you've got the King of Cups in reverse. They've got the Ace of Cups, kind of wonky, in all honesty. And then the Magician showed out for the shared energy. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the Moon, Queen of Pentacles on their side, 9 of Wands, Two of Swords. The Hierophant is here for the Magician, the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Whoa. Aries. The Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. All right. You're showing me a little kind of like a 3 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of energy when it comes to consistency, consistently showing up here. And I'm not sure what this is in regards to. If this is emotional vulnerability, because the King of Cups is in reverse, and y'all saw it flip out in reverse. I always put my cards in upright, so I didn't leave it like that from Leo. It flipped out. But it's something here that's hidden, regardless of it being either emotional or work-wise here. Something to do with consistency, something to do with the tangible. So either you're emotionally inconsistent and that's affecting something tangible in your world, but it's something you're also not seeing here with the Moon. So I would check out your birth chart if you can to see your midheaven is what rules your career, your work, your finances, etc. Your emotional, I mean, you could check out your Saturn, any type of lessons you're supposed to be learning that could be affecting that, or you could be looking at your Venus or your Moon sign. You could also check out your solar return if you want something more specific, but there's something here that is affecting that you're not seeing. More than likely, I would say 8 out of 10 times, it's going to be somewhere in your birth chart. Oh man, it's wild. I'd say, yeah, 8 out of 10. Have you seen Anchorman? Is it Anchorman? Yeah, Anchorman, when they're like some kind of ridiculous percentage. It's like 77% sure. Sorry, I don't know why. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but that just popped in my head. Oh man. But yeah, there's something here. I do feel like, I have a feeling it's something to do with not only your tangible, but your finances. I'm not sure what this is in regards to, but it's something you're not opening up to either. So anyways, moving on. This energy you're dealing with the Ace of Cups, kind of wonky. This is creating some kind of doubt here. And I do feel like it does have a lot to do with the consistency here, or the lack thereof, in this dynamic, whatever it may be. There could be some questions with the Two of Swords. This is confusion. And the Nine of Wands, there's some kind of blockages here. You're two very different energies, pages. If this is a work dynamic, say for example, this is you and this is your boss. Your boss could be unsure of, say for example, you're trying to, I don't know, what's an example? Start working somewhere again, or you're wanting to create something different at a new place. I don't know. This one would be somewhat hesitant on doing that here with you because they want to see some kind of return here or some kind of consistency, or what is this? Some kind of, I don't want to say promise because it doesn't feel like it needs to be that concrete, but they need to see something, some kind of results here prior to that in order to kind of trust the process, so to speak. I guess you can take that and apply it to any relationship that you could be dealing with at this time, but you get the idea. Now, for the shared energy, we've got the Magician, which is someone trying to create something here. I do feel like the intentions are good, especially with the Hierophant here. However, Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands. This is coming from your lack of emotional vulnerability. So you don't open up all of the way. For whatever reason, it could be fear of, I mean, there's a million different reasons why, so we won't get into it. But when you don't show up like this and you leave it, it's almost like closing the heart. I don't want to say all of the way, but it's almost like you don't want to dive that deep, so you kind of leave things at a more surface level. Say, for example, this is a romantic thing. You don't want to open your heart necessarily completely to the situation, so you want to leave it more of the surface level, i.e. sex, something physical here, with the Knight of Wands, especially because the Ace of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. You're kind of creating your own heartbreak here. Now, granted, I don't know what happened in this dynamic previously or whatever, but there's some kind of pain here with this Ten of Swords that hasn't been handled. And due to that, I feel like it's blocking this. Could very well be whatever this moon is. So this could be your subconscious. You could be telling yourself you've already dealt with that, you've healed from it, whatever. I don't know. I would check out your birth chart in all honesty, because it looks a lot more present than you might believe. Okay? Clear. Oh, it is summer solstice. What the hell? I forgot about that. I should know that. I feel like I knew that this morning before my nap, and when I took my nap, I just totally forgot. What? Dang. Oh, my neck hurts. All right. Saggy. You ever done that where you like take a nap and you wake up and it's like, oh my God, I only expected to take like 10 minutes, but then it's like 3 hours later. Like, whoa. And you wake up thinking it's like next week. All right, Saggy. Hi. Saggy. You got the Sun, they got the Death card, the Strength card. That's a lot of major arcana. Out of 3 cards, you got 3 major arcana. All right. Let's see the Sun. Why the Sun? Oh, I didn't even see you down there. Ah, there's 4. Ace of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, 10 of Pentacles upright, the Star. King of Swords upright. Oh, my Lanta. What are you, who are you dealing with? For the Death card, we got the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands popped out sideways, then the Six of Cups. Let me see the Strength card. 10 of Wands. Eight of Swords is in reverse. Okay. Six of Pentacles, and then the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck. All right, you're showing me you're focusing on, it almost feels like brighter days here. What makes you happy, what feels good to you, what you can count on here. And working towards the things that you want. It's almost like creating your own kind of reality here. I really like that. I'm kind of surprised the Magician didn't show up because it feels like you're trying to embrace more of this positive energy, and honestly, I really like it. What's a little alarming is the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands, both in reverse. Now, if you are cutting something out or off or whatever, you can do it nicely. I have a Sag rising, so I know this gets the best of me many times. I'm not as bad as I used to be about it, but I have definitely been accused of having a tongue like a sword. Saggies are like that. I'm not fucking with you, I promise. I get it. No filter. There's a way to do it that's not, so harsh, okay? I don't know what it is you're cutting out. It could be, I don't know if it's an actual person. Again, everything is energy. So I don't know if it's a person, if it's a habit of yours, whatever the case may be, but it's almost like, it almost feels like a lashing. It feels very, yeah, it feels very quick. Be careful with that, okay? You can end something all you want. That's fine, but you don't need to be extra nasty about it. Now with this energy, this is also somewhat alarming because of the Death card, the King of Swords, and then the Knight of Wands sideways. It's almost like, yeah, you're right. It's best to end this, but there's always a but. What about this? And it's almost like some kind of an offer here. What the fuck? What am I picking up on? It's almost like a counter offer, which is really weird. So I don't know if you're ending, say for example, it's a relationship and they're like, well, what about, I don't know, being fuck buddies or something like that. I don't understand what the fuck this is, but it feels like a counter offer. And the only thing I have to really compare this to is when I was buying my house, I went back and forth with my sellers for a minute. And anyways, yeah, so we were, but it feels like a counter offer. I know that sounds really weird. I don't know if you're in the middle of buying a house or what exactly you're doing, but something feels like you're very strong in your belief or your stance, I should say, here with this 10, especially with this 10 of Pentacles and the Star card. It's like, I want this, and this is what's happening. And it's kind of like, again, being a little harsh with it. At the same time, this one's like, I don't know, it feels like a counter. I don't know how else to explain it. Now for the shared energy with the Strength card, we've got the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Swords in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles, yeah. This is almost like overcoming whatever this is. Might be like a hard or heavy road or a stressful time. I do feel like the stressful time is, going to be ending soon. Usually it shows up in the shared energy first before it starts popping up here. So I really like that you're in these energies, because I do feel like you're not going to be stressing about it much longer. I like this. It feels good. I don't know what the hell this is. I am so curious. You're going to have to tell me what this is come Monday. So I am like, what? Or if you already know what it is, maybe, I don't know. Oh, man. Counter offer. What the hell? Taurus. All right. Let's go. I feel weird. Luna's not in here. She left me. She's laying out there with the kids. She didn't even knock on my door. I was like, what am I, chopped liver now? You don't love me? Taurus. Two of Swords. Why the confusion? All right, you've got the Two of Swords, they've got the Four of Wands, and then the Empress is here for the connection. Why the Two of Swords? What's going on? Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the King of Cups, the Devil. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles came out wonky. Eight of Wands, the Hangman, the Moon, Page of Pentacles, the Temperance card. So you're showing me you're wanting to move forward in a particular direction, but you're kind of debating on whether or not that's the right thing to do for you. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like if this is the right thing to do for you or for this person, like if it's too good to be true or if it's lacking something. It feels like it's lacking something though. Otherwise, why would you... Hang on. What are you... Yeah, something that feels right to you. Why did I do that? I'm tired. Don't judge me. Something that feels right to you. It's like something, it feels like it's lacking here within you. Now, this could be many things. Psychologically speaking, this could be an inner wounding that you need to heal, because you could have something like imposter syndrome where you're not feeling like you deserve happiness. Or this could be an astrological thing. Check out if you compare your chart to whoever this is, there could be something lacking there, okay? So it could be several things. I would listen to your intuition and go into what the reasons could possibly be, get to the source of it and, figure it out. And if it's worth it to you to continue, then great. If not, then you have your answer. But it feels like you've been in your head for a little minute because of this Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. It almost feels like you've been moving forward, but not really having clarity here in regards to whatever this is. Now, for this, whoever this is, whatever this is to you, there is a some kind of communication here about commitment. I am curious if it's something or someone you're in a commitment with or desiring it, or if this has something to do with a home or... how do I word this? If it's not your direct commitment to this energy, it's this energy's commitment to another. Now, I don't know if that's to another person, if this is, for example, if I was talking about this being towards me and this is towards my house, that's also the same thing. The Four of Wands is not only a marriage card, but it is a house or some type of representation of a strong commitment. Now, it's interesting. So I'm hoping that kind of made sense there. There's some kind of communication in regards to whatever this commitment stands for. What's interesting is that the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles shows up. So your perception of whoever this is could be that they are a little selfish in regards to this, or they are not putting themselves first to the point where they can honor this commitment. Okay? It's one of those two. I am not sure here. It honestly looks like the first, the former. It looks like both of them, but it looks like the former would be what your perception is of this individual. So, I don't know. Make sure you're looking at both perspectives as much as possible, because I'm not getting the fact that they're trying to be selfish or whatever the case may be, to be honest with you. I can see the perception of it, but again, I'm not getting the vibe that they're being malicious or anything like that. I have no idea. For the shared energy with the Empress, the Hangman, the Moon, the Page of Pentacles. This is learning about something here that you did not see, and it is a different perspective. So make sure that you're not shut off from whoever or whatever this is, like from their point of view, or putting, what is that saying? Put yourselves in someone else's shoes, or walk a mile in someone else's shoes, or something along those lines. Because I'm seeing this as more so this energy versus the shared. I'm seeing this as, or the shared is more so of this energy here, the Empress, but this, it's kind of weird how I'm feeling it. It almost feels like a, what the fuck? What is that toy? It's banned in our house now because my kids ruined the carpets with it. Fucking slime. Jesus. It feels like slime, like where it's like stretchy. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm done. Stretchy? What the hell? It feels stretchy. I don't understand. So I don't know if this person is, stressed out, if their like energy is going in many different places and they're having a hard time fulfilling some type of commitment here. I don't understand. I don't know. You have to let me know. But that's what it feels like. It feels stretched, like stretched thin. So I don't know if they're needing your help with something and you're seeing them as self. I don't know. It's so weird. You have to let me know. Hi, Keys to Locks. No, you don't have to be soft about cutting people off, but you can do it in a healthy way. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah. In a way that doesn't create any kind of karma. There's a way to get your point across without being extra. Took me a really long time to figure that out. All right, copy. 33. 5. Okay. No, slime and gum are definitely banned in my house. Oh my god. My kids ruined over $1,000 worth of... I'm done. I'm done. Absolutely. I'm not even going to say anything else. The end. Oh my god. Cappy. You've got the Hierophant. They've got the Three of Swords. Okay. They've got the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is in the shared energy. I'm sorry. I'm tired, y'all. Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups is in the shared energy. Let me see the Hierophant. Four of Cups. This Ace of Swords and this, what are you? The Knight of Wands is kind of crazy. It's been coming out for almost everybody tonight. Let's see, the Three of Swords. I almost called it the Three of Wands. The Temperance again. You're showing me you're disappointed here in some type of commitment that you're wanting. I do feel like you were going towards it at some level with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords, but now they are flipped. So I feel like you're kind of halting that, or maybe not fully, but slowing down here. I do feel like you're disappointed in whatever this is, like what it could be. It almost looks like you're looking at what it could turn out to be, or could have been, like the potential of it. But there's disappointment over it for whatever reason. Now, on this energy side, they're showing me they are overthinking the hell out of some kind of pain that they're going in regards to it. Something to do with some kind of a new beginning they are wanting here. Otherwise, they wouldn't be stressed out over it with the World card. It almost feels like they're being forced into some kind of like focusing on themselves here. Now, I'm curious if someone is... Seven of Swords, fucker. Why? I was like, is somebody ending this? But there's no ending cards. And so that's why I grabbed the top card, and it's the Seven of Swords. I feel like there is the potential for someone walking away this weekend, or um, and I don't even feel like it's completely walking away, because the Seven of Swords always leaves with the Five of Swords and then comes back for the last two. And I don't feel like it's done. Now it's either that or someone has another... It almost feels like their eye... It almost feels like window shopping. It's like, is there possibly better out there? Like, is the grass greener over here? What about over here? Kind of feels a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I don't know whose side this on, because I didn't ask before I pulled the card. I just said, I wonder if... And in my head was like, does somebody have, you know, someone else, or is this ending or whatever? There you go. For the shared energy for the Two of Pentacles, there's your juggling. Now, the reason why I wasn't going that far into it with the Two of Pentacles was because the Sun, Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups is here. These are beautiful energies. This is reciprocity. This is equal give and take. This is love. This is happiness. Like, it's the happiest card in the deck. Now, why would we have the Two of Pentacles over it? Because there's some kind of inconsistency in regards to it, or it's unreciprocated. Otherwise, the Two of Cups would have been out here. This wouldn't have been here either. This would have been like this. But we're disappointed. So is this on your side or their side, where somebody's seeing the potential of this and wanting it, or overthinking the potential of this and wanting it? I don't know. But I feel like if this energy continues, if it's not already nasty or toxic or whatever you want to call it, I feel like it has the potential to go there. So I would be very careful with this. I don't know what this is specifically. I don't know the context of that, so please keep that in mind. Yeah. Oh boy. Ah. Do. What song is that? I have no idea what song that is. I normally hum Elmo. Someone said on here, they were like, I forget when this was, but they made a comment. They're like, you sound like Elmo. I'm like, yeah, that's because I have kids. So that's normally what I'm humming. But I have no idea what song that was. I just hummed. Okay, the end. The end of my rant. 40. Okay. Playroom or a treehouse? Yeah, my house isn't big enough for a playroom, unfortunately. They had one at their at the last house, but not here. I would like to do a treehouse here, but you know, hopefully, we'll see. Virgo, you've got the Two of Wands. They've got the Three of Swords. And then the Six of Cups is here sideways. Oh boy. Let's see the Two of Wands. Knight of Swords. It just got really hot for some reason. The World. No! Two of Swords came out in reverse. Do I get up? Hang on. Oh. Okay. It's hot. I just got hot. I don't like that. I don't want to be hot. I want to be hot outside, but be cold inside. Let me see the Three of Swords. The Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Star. What the hell? See the Six of Cups. I could never play poker. I have no poker face. For the Six of Cups, for the shared energy, we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. You're showing me you're at a crossroad of whether or not to continue entertaining something or to move on from it. That's what it feels like. The Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords feels... It feels like you've gained some type of clarity and to go into a particular direction. It does feel like it's away from this, but for some reason it feels like the question still exists of, is this the right thing to do? But it feels like you know it's the right thing to do. So it's almost like a temptation. What? What? Now, if this isn't to like a person... I mean, this could be something as silly as you're, I don't know, you're on a diet or something. Like, you know you can't eat chocolate. I don't fucking know. And you're like, I don't know. You know you can't, but it's like, and it's sitting there on your counter and you're just like, I want to do that. I want to eat it. I don't know. It feels really weird. It's like, I know I need to leave it. But it would be so good. That sounds so ridiculous. I don't know what this is in regards to. Please remember, I don't know your context. Okay, please remember that. Please remember that. Now, on this energy side, this feels extremely hurt. Hopefully it's not the chocolate on the counter. Oh, man. This energy, though, it looks hurt over the fact that... you don't want it anymore. That sounds so ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's the last time I'll use food as an analogy. No, it's not, but okay. Knight of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Star. Why are they showing me that they're overthinking the fact that they want this and that they'll do anything to kind of be like, but I can be what you need or I can be what you want. But if they're chocolate and you can't have chocolate, I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, nothing. I'm sorry. What the hell? What are they overthinking? What is the Eight of Swords? Okay. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, like, I can change. I can be this. I can do that. I can blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. Huh. It didn't come out in reverse. You see that, right? It came out sideways. So they might, you know, put vanilla frosting on and be like, look, I'm vanilla. I don't know. I'm a piece of fruit. I'm not chocolate. I don't know. It feels ridiculous though, in all honesty. That's why I keep laughing. I don't know how else to explain it. It feels really ridiculous. For the connection, for the shared connection, we've got the Six of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. This is an energy that is best to leave and to invest, you know, to invest in leaving. But there's something, again, you're not letting go of completely here in regards to this. Of how good chocolate tastes. I don't know. It sounds so fucking crazy. What? What is this? I mean, is this like a romantic thing and you're just like, I don't know. I'm gonna stop because that could go Aries real quick. Oh man. The nightstand, nice. Yeah, okay, there you go. See what I mean? Like, that's why I had to stop talking because I was like, this could go so many ways. Okay, Aquarius. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be an adult. Hang on. 1 second. That's why I was like trying to go with food because if I went that way, it just... Anyways, okay. Aquarius, let's go. Aquarius. What did I write? Okay. That's hilarious. Oh. Six of Swords. Nine of Cups on their side. The Star, okay. I had a Six of Swords. The Hangman's in reverse. The Judgment, the Chariot. Oh. Why the Nine of Cups? Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, the Devil. Ah. Let's see the Star. Queen of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Has this Eight of Swords come out for everyone tonight? Like, what the hell? Ace of Swords came out in reverse, too. Alright. This Ace of Swords keeps coming out in reverse as well. You're showing me you're leaving something behind. You're making the decision here to leave something out. Like, you're not interested in any other story, in any... taking any time here to reflect or any time here to even see another person's point of view or their perspective or anything. You're just like, I'm done, I'm out, I don't give a fuck. Like, I do not care is what the vibe you're giving me here. Okay. Now for the Nine of Cups sideways on their side with the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Devil, I can see why you don't really give a fuck. The energy, and now if you're cross-watching, I'm not making fun of you, okay? I don't care what happened. It's not my business. I just work here, okay? When I say I can see why, it's because it's coming across as very manipulative. So you have the power to change that if you don't want to be seen as that, or the perception here. But there's something here that's not healthy in the way that this energy is communicating here. It does look like it's stemming from an unbalanced and an emotionally unbalanced place because of the fact that Nine of Cups came out sideways. It's not consistently stable. And because of this triggering here, so this is why I read the way I do. Because of this coming out sideways, had it come out like this, I'd have a different translation, but it came out like this. So there's some kind of wounding or like something here, and it could very well be triggered by Aquarius making a decision to leave. Okay, I don't know. But it's triggering some kind of wound here to create some kind of emotional imbalance, okay? And then it brings out the not so healthy communication, okay? So make sure that how do I word this? If you're cross-watching, or if this is flipped, make sure that if somebody is deciding to leave, or they're deciding to kind of not see things from another perspective, i.e. yours, or, whatever the case may be, that's their own, prerogative. If they don't want to do that, okay, great. If it's affecting you, don't lower your vibrations because somebody else doesn't want to see your point of view about something. That just goes to show you, that theory, let them? Okay. For every person that doesn't want to do something, I promise you there are others that will, okay? Promise. Oh man. So don't do this. Don't do this. Okay? Now if it's you trying to get a rise out of somebody, I'm sorry to say it's working. So please don't do that. I don't see that being your intention because the Seven of Swords didn't pop up or anything like that. It just shows me you don't really give a fuck. So okay. For the Star card, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's showing me that you're kind of done thinking about what it is you want and cutting out it almost feels like what's standing in your way, or who is standing in your way. Okay. What? What? What are you doing? I don't know what that means. That could go so many ways. Huh. You'll have to let me know because that's sketchy. So sketchy. Or it can be, I should say. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes the cards make things sound or look like way more drastic than what they are. So, sometimes it is that drastic. 53. Man, I need coffee. Oh, man. I slept so weird and I cannot pop the top part of my neck. Just the top. I just need the top part popping. That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay. Ow, that was my shoulder. I did not mean to do that, keeping the faith, so don't hold that against me. Okay. I'm trying my best to be mindful. Libra. Why did I play it like that? Oh, Lord. Libra, for the Queen of Wands sideways, we've got the King of Swords, the Empress, the Ten of Swords. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Thought I heard something. Everybody's like, "Yeah, we're fine." Whenever the kids are too quiet, I get very skeptical. All right, for the Queen of Wands sideways, we've got the King of Swords, the Empress, and then the Ten of Swords. Let me see the Page of Pentacles. Four of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Hierophant. This seems so sketchy. Ace of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Queen of Swords, the Star. You're showing me your guard is against someone or something that you find quite attractive here. Notice I don't know if you can see it. Dun, 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 dun. Notice how the King of Swords has their back turned to both the Empress and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you are cutting someone or something out, or ending something tends signify endings. But not only that, but we've also got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords here. I feel like you're turning your back on something or someone. I don't know. Now, what's interesting is that this energy is kind of semi-open to having some kind of a new beginning and possibly some type of commitment here with the Hierophant. With the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, those are two very strong commitment cards. Mixed with the Ace of Wands, this is some kind of a new beginning. The Page of Pentacles came out sideways though, so there could possibly not be some kind of open communication. I'm looking at how the Page of Pentacles is writing here on a tablet, but it's sideways. I'm being drawn to that. I'm getting this individual is contemplating on whether or not to write to you or to communicate with you or something, some type of like expression here. But what's interesting is that I'm seeing you're not in the space to do that, in all honesty. Not at this time. Now, again, with the shared, what's interesting is that even though this individual is contemplating this, I'm not sure that they would actually follow through with it. And the reason why I say that is because the Knight of Swords came out sideways and the Queen of Swords is here. There is an energy to possibly heal and have some kind of new beginning with time, the Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like right now it almost feels like some time needs to... It feels like some time needs to pass here for some reason. So I don't know. It almost feels like, and I'm being drawn to the cups here in the Temperance card. Somebody needs to refill their cups or possibly both. Kind of like go to your own corners and heal before communicating. I don't know what happened or what's going to happen, but... Yeah. All right, Gemini. Hi. How are you, Peggy? You didn't say anything. I know you didn't. I was just like, wait. That was my shoulder, not my clavicle, I promise. All right, Gemini. Okay. Does the Queen of Wands like being sideways? I guess it depends on the cards around her. Oh, Lord. That's hilarious. Oh, boy. Gemini. Fuck, I can't shuffle. Hang on. Oh, shit. All right, you've got the Empress card. Who flipped? What flipped? I thought something flipped. The Sun. The Tower. Why the Empress? Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Six of Wands, Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords is crazy tonight. Six of Swords. Knight of Wands. The Hangman. Page of Cups. The Four of Swords is yelling at me. Okay. You're showing me the need, I don't know if you're doing it, but the need to pour into yourself at this time. With the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, I'm getting a very strong feeling that you're supposed to be balancing things out within yourself here. Now, I don't know if this is physically, emotionally, mentally, possibly all of the above, because it's all there. But this is something that is needing, it's almost like pretending like everything is fine and balanced and whatnot because you're showing up as the Empress. But when you dig a little deeper, it's like, actually, I've got these things I need to work on here. Does that make sense? The Queen of Pentacles is a very self-loving and nurturing card. The Six of Pentacles needing balance, reciprocity, the giving in certain directions that would make sense because it's being met here with the same energy. But when the Nine of Swords is showing up against it, this is stress. Now, if everything was, you know, hunky-dory, then we wouldn't have the stress card here, overly stressed, okay? Not just a little Two of Swords, we got the Nine. So there's something here heavy on your mind, and I do feel like you're supposed to be pouring into yourself quite a bit here. It almost feels like notice how you show up as the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. We have no kings or emperor. We have a Knight of Wands. So you could be surrounded by, and a page. So you could be surrounded by younger energy or an immature energy. If this is a counterpart, if this is work related, this could be something along the lines of like having to like mother people or parent them. It's like, oh my God, or micromanage or whatever you want to call it. There could be quite a bit going on here, but there's a heavy emphasis on the need here for self because it almost feels like you're having to take care of others. These are both very heavy mothering energies, okay? And you're not being met with some kind of like a productive counterpart, you know? Like, so I'm not sure, again, what the context is here, but that's what I'm getting. Now, For this energy, oh, fuck. This is an energy that is focused on what makes them happy, what makes them feel good, what makes them You know what this reminds me of? I love my children. I do. This reminds me of a parent-child dynamic. Now, if this is a lover type thing, you know, okay, maybe your partner is just needing a little me time themselves. Okay, but I'm just gonna give my examples so that you kind of pick up what I'm putting down here. This is like, psychologically speaking, a child cannot comprehend that the world does not revolve around them like solely. It's like, what do you mean the world doesn't, you know, focus on me? Up until they are bare minimum 5 years old, okay? Now, that being said, there are many adults, I get that feel the same way. But psychologically speaking, as a child, they don't really comprehend that, okay? This is one that is very much focused on themselves. Whoever, whatever this is, it's very much, this is my world that I'm dealing with. I don't want to do that. That doesn't make me feel good. I'm not in the mood to do that. Why do I have to do my chores? That's what it feels like. I really hope this is not a love aspect for you, because I'd probably lose my shit if I were you. I'm sorry. Anyways, for the shared energy, the Tower, you could possibly lose your shit. The Knight of Wands, the Hangman, the Page of Cups. This is like trying to reason, again, with a child, or, again, somebody that does not have the emotional capacity to understand the outside world does not revolve around them, and that they need to pitch in, or that they need to kind of step up here. What the fuck? Who are you dealing with? Are these pets? Because I could see that, you know. I tell my dog all the time, all right, Luna, step it up. There's laundry. She just looks at me like I'm crazy. I don't know what that is to you, but it does look like you could possibly lose a little patience there with that Tower. So just be mindful, okay? I don't know why, but my kippers just kind of flew across the table. Way to be weird, cards. Way to be weird. All right, Scorpio. I'm gonna get on to Luna after this. She didn't turn over the laundry. She didn't hang up the linen. Have you seen that video where, what kind of dog was that? He was straight up starting the dryer and everything, and he dragged the vacuum around. I thought it was AI, and it was like a real fucking video. What the hell? Luna, take notes. Crazy. Luna does a good job. She takes care of us. She protects us from the male lady. Right? Like, this dog was straight up vacuuming. What? I wish I could remember the name of it. Oh my god, that was crazy. You vacuum? Man. Alright, Scorpio. 4 of Cups. 5 of Swords on their side. Page of Pentacles. Why the 4 of Cups? Scorpio. 8 of Pentacles, the Devil. The Lovers, the 8 of Pentacles, the Devil. Well, 6 of Wands, the 7 of Cups. The Empress came out sideways. Oh, man. For the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Sun so far. That's a lot. Hang on. 4 of Pentacles sideways. You. 5 of Wands is in reverse. Okay. Are you upside down? The Star and the 8 of Swords are here. Okay. And the Strength card's at the bottom of the deck. I'm a little conflicted here. Who had options? Let me see the Lovers. Eight of Cups. Let me see the 7 of Cups. Hi, Gary. The Chariot, the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Swords. Okay. I feel like you made a decision, possibly to walk away from something here, because I asked to clarify the Lovers here and the 8 of Cups came out. I do feel like you're disappointed here in the investment of someone, and I'm curious if this is emotional investment or physical investment. It might even be your own, in all honesty, or the lack thereof, I should say, because with the Devil popping up, this is showing me some kind of pattern here. So you would know if you're attracting emotionally unavoidant individuals, and you know it's a repetitive theme, you'll know it's that way. If you know you're attracting good potential partnerships and whatever that may be, whatever context that may be, then, and you're not showing up or you're not able to quote unquote click, then you'll know that's you by walking away from it. Okay, so some kind of repetitive theme is here where you're walking away from, it almost feels like being disappointed here. Now on this energy side, there's some kind of conflict here. They are wanting to overcome this here. But it's like they're confused on whether or not to give this time or to move on and explore other options here, is what it looks like. Now for the shared energy, with the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, 4 of Pentacles sideways, and the 5 of Wands is in reverse, somebody is starting to gain clarity here on possibly letting this go and to learn where to give or else, where else to give. Okay. So if you're pushing someone away, don't be mad that they don't come back. Okay? Because it almost feels like they're being pushed. Okay? Now again, roles can be reversed, so I don't know. But that's what it feels like. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Most of the time, like, I try to hone in on the energy specifically because I try not to do the bigger picture stuff just because a lot of times that gets very specific. Generals are not my forte, general readings. My personals are my forte. And it's really, honestly, general readings are really hard. Oh, thank you. They're not as hard as they used to be. They are. I'm getting more comfortable with it. All right, Cancer. The Death card. Six of Swords. The Devil. What? Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, the Star. Page of Cups, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, okay. Knight of Swords, the Wheel, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. Why did I pull four? Okay. All right. On your side with the Death card, we've got the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Star card. I do feel like you're ending something in order to have some kind of a new beginning. I don't know what that means, what you're ending. If you're ending a idea, if you're ending a partnership, if you're ending... You could be ending a million things. I have no idea. But you're ending something in order to have some kind of a new beginning. It does feel like one that you have love for, or the idea of love. And your energy is being pulled in the direction of what you want, what you're truly desiring, what you're being pulled to. Like it almost feels like at a soul level here with this Star card. So I'm curious what that means to you. Now, for the energy tied up to you, we've got the Six of Swords, Page of Cups. Again, notice the page energy here. They are both facing the same direction. That's why I'm not necessarily convinced that you're both ending or moving away from each other. Maybe for a minute or maybe for a little bit. I don't know. But it feels like some kind of ending or cycle is trying to end within the dynamic. So it does look like you're both opening up here at some level, overcoming something, and there's some kind of communication. Now, it could be communication about whatever this cycle is that's needed to end, or whatever this opening up here of the hearts. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Now, the Devil it's what's in the shared energy here. So I'm hoping what's ended or moving away from is this unhealthy behavior, unhealthy energy here that was shared. So I'm not sure if something happened, something was left finished, or whatever the case may be. But there is something here with the Devil card. Now with the Knight of Swords, the Wheel, the Knight of Wands. These are both very fast acting knights here. And the Wheel being present, it almost feels like something is on the verge of restarting. I'm hoping that whatever you guys are ending or moving away from actually sticks as this, because it looks like even though there's good intentions here to overcome, to work towards something, it looks like the possibility is here to restart something not necessarily healthy, okay? Now, this is going to highly depend on both of your level of awareness, your ability to effectively communicate and understand each other. So just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to speak doom and gloom, or doom and gloom, gloom and doom, whatever it's called, over you guys. I'm just saying whatever this is, make sure that you are both actively working on whatever the unhealthy aspect is here. Now, I asked what the Wheel was because, again, this is the possibility of restarting something here, the need to close out some kind of cycle. Yes, but I was asking what this was. The Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, Eight of Wands again, the Sun. So there is some kind of communication, like I said here, about some type of healing that needed to be done over this. The Four of Swords over the Three of Swords. This is healing over this. And again, communication about the possibility of happiness here or moving forward, like focusing on the positive here. So I like it. Just keep in mind the Strength card did not show up. Four of Swords, yes, but whenever the Devil shows up, the Strength card needs to pop up, okay? It needs to, in order to show that's completely dealt with. The Four of Swords, while healing has been done over it or will be done over it, there's going to be quite a bit of work that will need to be taking place there, okay? Okay. Good night. All right, Pisces. Good night. All right, Pisces, Pisces. All right. Pisces. Whoa. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so you're telling me you are possibly a little defensive here. I do feel like you might be justifying something, or how do I word that? It's almost like telling yourself that it's best to kind of give up on a situation. With the Seven of Pentacles sideways, it's like you don't need to be investing in this anymore. Stop stressing about it. With the Nine of Swords sideways, like it is what it is. Leave it alone. Okay. Especially with the Nine of Wands and the Hangman here. Now, on this energy side, with the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Death card, the Page of Pentacles, this is showing me they're walking away here with the Eight of Cups. And with the Death card, it's like, this is done, this is over, this is yada yada. At the same time, why are they showing me the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles? Why are they showing me that they're open to this? Or they're open to communicating? It's almost like, are they walking away because they see you're no longer wanting to invest or to give to this? So they're kind of hoping you'll change your mind, but because of that, they're just going to walk away? I don't know. I'm hoping it's not something petty where it's like, oh, let me act like I'm gonna walk away and let's see if they stop me. Don't play stupid games, please, if that's the case. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. So somebody is like walking away, but not really. It's almost like they expect to be asked to come back or asked to stay or something along those lines. That's crazy. The Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Strength card. The Seven of Swords is not a definitive ending card. Somebody's not letting go of something, though. Of something that someone did or said. I think did. And someone's guard is up now. What? This is not making sense. Let me see the Nine of Wands. Actually, no. Let me see the Hangman. What are you not seeing? Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands. So you know you're supposed to give up on something or someone. Someone's already shown you that they are not invested in this. And it almost looks like you're halfway deciding or reluctant to believe that you need to give up as well. Okay. What the hell? All right. You're still kind of in your head about it, but you know. Okay. So why are they showing page energy with leaving, ending energy? That's the Justice card. Like, if this had come out this way and, like, if it showed up like this, it wouldn't be so fucking difficult. That would be a lot easier to translate. But it didn't show up like that, fuckers. Why are you fucking with me? It was like that, right? The Page of Cups, Death, Page of Pentacles. I think that's how it was. Why the page energy? Justice, Hermit. Oh. Okay. So this is an energy that is unbalanced or imbalanced within. Sorry. I have to think to myself, what's the word? So they walked away from being emotionally available. So they are ending this, but at the same time still wanting some type of openness to this whole thing. It almost looks like they want some time to balance things out within themselves. I don't know. This one, let me show this to you. Let me explain why I'm a little hesitant on this, because let me show you. Dun, 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 dun. Again, balance here within self, love. So, you know that saying, you can only love someone at the depths of which you love yourself, meaning unconditional love. I don't mean it in a, like a, what do you call it, egotistical or, self-absorbed kind of way. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it from a way of deep emotional availability to one's self here. I don't feel like this individual has that, because I asked, why do they have the page energy here? Because it's contradiction. It's a contradictory energy with the leaving. Why are they still open to something that they're leaving? Well, it's showing a lack of balance here within themselves. So, okay. Now, if you let this continue, which I'm curious if it has been going on for a minute, or if this is, I feel like it has happened at least more than once, because otherwise you wouldn't be so in your head about the situation. You're starting to step out of it here. You're starting to gain clarity. So I do feel like you're starting to see things for what they are. If you don't accept it, it can turn into something pretty toxic here, to be honest with you. Something that you will definitely need the Strength card to overcome. So, I don't know. Maybe this individual just needs some space or something. I have no idea. So, that's what I have for y'all. Dun, dun, dun. I hope that was helpful. Wait, what? Oh. All right, y'all. I'm going to attempt. I have school tomorrow. Let me take this off again. I have school tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to or not, but I'm going to attempt to do another reading tomorrow. If not, I don't know. We'll see. Next week is air and water. No. Yeah, air and water. I had to think about it. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm kind of back on my previous schedule where Sundays I'll do the week reading, Fridays I'll do the weekend, even if it's late because, you know, work and school. And then I've got Mondays and Tuesdays will be for the elements, and then I take off Wednesday, Thursday. So far, that's what's happening. If I have extra time, then I'll do like an extra all signs or something within that. But yeah, that's what I'm able to do right meow. So yeah. So yeah. Y'all are funny. How are you, Mojo? Oh, weird. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a good night and weekend, and then I will do my best to get on here tomorrow after school, but we'll see. I have to meal prep for the week, so I will try. You're just now eating dinner. It's like it's late. It's really late. What the hell? Oh my goodness. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye. Text me. Okay. Bye.